Good afternoon, Ms.VanWagner. Um, I did question two. It says, I'm going to be reading off a piece of paper because I wrote it down as like a script or kind of something like that, like notes that I wrote down. Um, in some works of literature, childhood and adolescence are portrayed as times graced by innocence and a sense of wonder. In other works, they are depicted as times of tribulation and terror. So for this question, I used the Kite Runner. And in the Kite Runner, Amir had a pretty traumatic childhood, as in he saw things that hopefully most of us would never see in our lifetimes. Amir watched as his servant Hassan, who was a decent friend of his, got sexually assaulted by some local boys, and the fact that he didn't interfere with these boys when he saw it, or well, yeah, if that he didn't interfere. He later in the book beats himself up over it, and he hears Hassan and his wife got killed by Taliban. So he and that he was his half brother and has a son. So he goes back and helps his son, Hassan's son, who was an orphan, and tries to help his childhood be better than Hassan's was. Um, so how have I grown as a learner throughout the course of this semester? I think that you've helped me as a learner see things from different points of view instead of just seeing things from my own point of view. For example, I really like the one play for the curious incident of the dog in the night, where it helps you grasp like what's going on in Chris's head, how he likes things very organized and stuff like that. Like if he'd look at it or he'd think of something, it would come out of a cubby, and they would use that in the play. It was very cool. And then question two: what is the most important idea slash argument that was generated this semester? And I would say, to me at least, I believe that the most important idea or argument we've addressed or discussed this semester was segregation and racism in uh, A Lesson Before Dying, that book, as it affects most, a lot of the population. I wouldn't say most of the population, but a lot of the population. And it's the idea that one race is better than others, or that we should divide ourselves by race. And it's pretty terrible. And people think that it's gone, but it's still here today. And so, question four: how do you think this issue is viewed by with whom you disagree? I would say they think they're better than others because of their skill and color, and that they're like entitled to more things than others. And this is pretty like absurd to me, at least, or well, I would think to everyone. And yeah, so how how can I use what you've taught me and or what I've learned in these four walls, or well, digital four walls of our classroom outside of it? Um, well, I think it would help me when I get into arguments or discussions, and I would previously not be able to see it from their point of view. You've helped like open the door so I could see things from other people's points of view. And yeah, thank you. And I'll talk to you later.